Oh, I thought you were going to do the Jeffrey Show.
Oh, I thought we was doing that.
We can. I didn't know if you want to put your brand forth first. And then, you want to start off with the... Okay, sorry.
You good?
I guess you have to edit that. Okay. All right, you ready? Now you know we back. Now you know we back. Now you know we back. Now we know we back. What's up, y'all? Woo! Welcome back,
all that
y'all.
energy.
Yes, we on it today. You know, we back with another Love and Hip Hop review, episode 8.
8? We get in there.
Don't know the title of this episode.
Okay, I was going to ask you before we started.
It should have been called Spilling the Tea, because that's all was going on.
There was just a lot of tea spilling from the time we started until...
To the end, baby.
Until the end, until the preview.
To the preview,
for the next episode.
It was just too much going on this episode for
They
me.
always leave you wanting more with the next episode with the previews, because I'm kind of
know
like...
how to do it.
Yo, Akbar.
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, y'all. But as always, it's your girl Lex DMUA.
Yes, I'm Jeffrey Taylor from Jeffrey Show Live.
Yes, and we're here to get into this episode.
It's a lot to talk about, but we really only got 2 main points.
Really?
Like, I want to get the easiest thing out the way. Monisi.
All right. Makes sense.
Met up with Akbar in the studio.
Did she meet up with Akbar? Because Akbar was late.
Now, how do you feel about that?
I feel like if it's something that somebody is
ongoing too,
for, right? Because this is like what the 3rd or 4th episode we have heard or seen Moniece be at the studio waiting for Akbar, and she be like, she's talking about, "Child, I got headaches, I got this, I got that."
She got real life issues,
right? And I'm like,
I feel like that's offensive. That's like
if
I keep canceling on you on the Monday recordings and be like, "I got a real life, Alexis." You know, that's offensive.
Like I don't have a real life.
Like you don't work. Like you know.
And Moniece is like, "Child, you know, I struggle." Well, she didn't say this, but you know, Moniece struggle with mental issues. She got a child.
I ain't gonna talk about my girl.
I'm just saying she got real life issues too, Akbar. Don't flex on my girl Moniece like she ain't doing nothing. And so she was basically like, you know what, girl, like I keep trying to wait for you or whatever, and every time I turn around, you know, you always flaking out on me or whatever. ROV was like, well, that now must be the real issue. Tell me what's really going on, because I know you ain't tripping on me by being late, because I'm here now to work. But it's like, no, boo, if I'm paying time for the studio, you need to be on time to cover what I'm paying for, not whenever you get here. And so she was like, well, girl, what you really upset about? And she was telling her, she said, what happened with Scrap? And then she would tell her, like, everything that happened with Scrap.
She wants to know the truth.
The truth is you late. Don't worry about what's going on with Scrap and whoever else I'm dating. You know, basically, you know, when this telling what happened at the end of the last episode was that she talked to him and how he want to be on this one and doing with that one. So she said that she done with it. That's it for her with her and Scrap. And so also Moniece let her know, well, girl, since you've been flaking on me, you know, I've been reaching out to Tokyo to help me.
I thought that was messy, but hey.
I don't know if it was messy or she was just giving her the heads up.
I seen it in Moniece's eyes. She was stirring the pot.
I feel like she was stirring the pot because it's like the old saying go, if you not pissing, get off the pot. You not doing nothing, so I'm going to have to replace you with somebody that's going to not waste my money and my time. I feel like that's what Moniece was saying to her. So you like, either you going to get on it or you can be easier to replace, period.
But Akbar V said that y'all coming from 2 different places.
Oh, yeah, she got upset.
I'm from here.
Right, she said, y'all fly here. I'm what she said? Y'all fly here, I'm up here or something like that. I grew up here, something of that nature.
It was real catchy. I can't even lie.
I can't even remember
she
what
said
she
she's
said.
the queen in the...
She said she the queen of Atlanta.
She said that a few times this episode.
And I was like, since when, sis? We just met you. We didn't even know you existed before this. So what do you mean you the queen? And so when she let her know about Tokyo, she started calling Tokyo fat. And she a fat B and all this.
Unacceptable.
And I'm like, sis, how you gonna call somebody big? But have you looked in the mirror yourself? I'm just saying. I mean, her and Tokyo are both beautiful women, plus size and all.
Akbar V looked amazing this episode.
She looked good, and so does Tokyo.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, they're just like me. I'm light-skinned and chubby, calling somebody else fat, light-skinned and chubby. Like, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, I thought that Akbar went from 0 to 100 real quick, but I think that what she said is she didn't get that acknowledgement from Tokyo, but I don't see why people feel like they need acknowledgement. Like,
but nobody knows her. Like, why does she need to acknowledge you? because somebody reached out to her and said, hey, this person not showing up for me, can you come help me out? If you were showing up, she would have no need to reach out to her. So you are your own worst enemy.
I think that unfortunately, and I don't find it okay, but I feel like black people have this stigma of always being late, and that's kind of like what Akbar gave off. But you can't do that. Even when black people do it, still you can't do that. You know, I feel like it's funny. It's our insiders like CP time, color folks time, and everything. But it's kind of like you can't do that. You know, studio time costs a lot of money. I'm pretty sure you know the pricing on it as well. Like it's not cheap.
I don't know the price of the studio time,
like,
baby, but
it's like 3 digits an hour. Like
I heard it's high, but I ain't never been to the studio, so I don't know.
You know, I thought you made some.
No, I've been in music videos. Look out, Big Mama by Kwani.
Shout out to
we love her.
We do.
So check out that your girl is a video big sis.
I remember that video quickly. I texted y'all because that's so.
So y'all go check your girl out. Okay.
I'll put the link in the bio.
I'll put it up for you. But anyway,
we gotta move on to when Monisi sat down with Tokyo.
Oh, yes.
Let's just follow up right after that.
So after the meeting with Tokyo, meeting with Akbar, she meets up with Tokyo, and they sitting down eating, and she started, to let her know what was going on with Akbar V or whatever, what happened when they linked up at the studio,
right?
And how, she was like, basically telling me that since I'm a transplant, that I have no foot in the hole to be saying anything about people being late. So Monique was like, well, let me take my transplant money and transport it back to my bank account.
Right.
Because you ain't paying a dime for it. And so it was basically, telling Tokyo what Akbar said. She was like, yeah, girl, when I broke your name, she didn't really have much nice words to say.
Messy, but I feel like she had a right to know.
Right. I feel like at least Monique let her know what's good. At least she let both of them know what's good. She let Akbar know, hey, shawty, don't be surprised if you hear somebody else on this verse and you ain't on it.
I love that.
And then she let Tokyo know, hey, I told this girl that you was going to be on the verse and this is what she had to say about you. So if you run into her on the streets, let it be known that this girl she don't have no issues for you. She got issues with you.
I love Monisi this Atlanta season. She's doing everything right, and I feel like people keep trying to get her to bring that Hollywood to come out in Atlanta, but she's not giving them that benefit of the doubt.
I'm glad she's not, because we don't need to see that.
She's not, but hopefully she gives me what I want in Hollywood. When she feel comfortable. Hopefully she give me what I want in Hollywood, but in Atlanta I love it. Like she is not giving them anything, and as we saw in the next episode, Tokyo and Akbar finally meet.
Do clash because
you said clash.
Well, cause that what it looked like. Basically, Akbar V and Tokyo are both going to be at this all-female showcase by DJ
Bankhead.
Bankhead.
And she talked a little bit about him in the episode.
I don't know who Bankhead is, but
at the graveyard from her mother.
Oh yeah, so after the scene with Tokyo, let's go into that. Akbar goes to visit her mother's grave, and I'm really not trying to be rude because I really want to be respectful of people and their families and stuff. Okay. But I just be thinking how it's really funny that these people get on reality TV and it be like, oh, it's been 12 years since I've been in my mama's grave. Or they be like, who was it, Jonathan or somebody? It was like, it's been 8 years. Oh, when KK went to, who was that grave last year? She was like, it's been 5 years. I don't even believe in that. You telling me you don't went all the time and you never went to your own mother's grave?
It's hard to forgive her mother for being on drugs.
I know it's hard to forgive, but you telling me you didn't go to, when you buried your mama, you didn't go there when they put her in the ground?
It's been 12 years since I've been back.
I don't believe it. But anyway, who am I? So everybody says she go visit her mom for the first time on camera. And then her friend, Prophecy, I think that was his name. Mm-hmm. He come out there and visit her. She crying. She like, it's hard for me to forgive my mama because I feel like I went and had to go through situations and go through different things if she went on drugs. And we don't know how her mother passed. We don't know if it was an overdose or just old age. We don't know if, maybe her mama got her life together before she passed. Right. We don't know, but she was just saying she felt like, if her mama was clean, that she wouldn't have had the experience that she did as a child. And, she was crying, and her friend was like, but you gotta keep your head up, and you gotta keep yourself moving. You gotta be, an even better mom for your kids. And he was like, you gotta stop, trying to be out here wilding and stuff. When you be talking about the Lord all the time, and the next minute you talking about how you finna snatch somebody up. He's like, you can't keep doing that. You need to be reaching out. And that's when her friend told her about the all-female showcase. She was like, well, I don't want to go because, DJ Bankhead be inviting all these girls that I don't like. He's like, well, you don't have time to be talking about this stuff for people who you don't like or who don't like you. You need to go and put yourself out there. And Akbar V let us know that she don't like DJ Bankhead because apparently he never show support for her, or he'll host events like this and she found out at the last minute. Right. So she feel like she the queen and everybody disrespecting her. Delusional.
Akbar V is definitely working on keeping her spot.
She really is. The girl done cried like every episode she been on. And I ain't trying to be rude, just saying, I just kind of feel like a lot of stuff she do, she's just playing up for the camera. Like, it doesn't seem genuine. But who knows? But sis is really trying to fight for her spot to stay on next year. We'll see if that happens.
We'll see. We still got a reunion to show out that.
Right. We hope not. But anyway, we gonna see what happened next week when her and Tokyo meet up, because Tokyo already came from a rehearsing for it. So we already know they're gonna be in the same place. So let's go on to our next main story point. Which
is just a lot going on.
Girl, not the last, but it's the second main story point that we got from this episode, which is everybody in their men's at the cabin.
Rasheeda and Kirk. Couples cabin trip. Who all was on this trip to start off with? The originals.
Okay, so
because we had a surprise who Carly that she even came and who she brought.
That is true. So we had everybody. We had all
what
the
was
couples.
The couples?
So we had Kirk and Rasheeda,
of course.
Bambi and Scrap.
Yes.
Jock and his girl Kendra. JCR. And then we had BK and Sierra was the couples.
And the final.
And then all of a sudden, Carla show up with Shekinah as her date. I just didn't understand, like, how you two single people gonna come on a couples trip.
So it led to some confusion with the van situation.
It did. So Rasheeda was like, well, we had planned for there to be, basically 5 women, 5 men in each vehicle. But since, the numbers are off now, we need 1 woman to volunteer to ride in the van. And Miss Bambi shot her hand up like a rocket. And she's like, oh,
I'm not mad at it. She fit in real good in that van.
But Bambi is really chill. You know what I'm saying?
So chill.
She not the girl that's going to keep yapping. She said she just wanted to be, snugged up with her boo. She said, since they had the baby, they just been on baby brain and they hadn't really had no time to be just together.
Right.
And so she said she'd be with her man, and she left all the foolishness and the drama with the women.
And there was some foolishness and drama in there.
It really was.
They were just spilling tea.
Everybody was, and even in the men's.
It was.
In their van too. They was yelling and cackalacky too.
They was, but I liked the women's.
The women's was better though.
The pool and
oh Lord. Okay, so we in the van. We on the way to someplace in North Georgia, child.
I heard of it. I heard, but I never heard of it.
But they don't know. L&J, I don't know what it's called, child. So while they on the van, Carly let some tea spill to Sierra.
The only reason I should read that tea because they tried to get on the Carly so much.
Oh yeah, that's true. Carly did play. That is true. Carly did start to play. They did start off with Carly, and they was like, "Well, Carly, like Sierra's message like, well, sis, you let me know what's happening with your man. Like, what you mean y'all ain't together? Like, what's going on?" And Carly really wasn't trying to answer none of that
because we had Kendra in the
right. And she was like, well, she was like, well, I don't want you to feel no type of way, but I just don't feel comfortable opening up,
which
to
is
you.
real.
And Kendra didn't seem to take no mind.
She didn't.
Or whatever.
She understood.
After that, because Carly didn't want to flip or talk about her own situation, she started spilling the tea about other folks. So she started spilling tea to Kendra. Mm-hmm. Telling Kendra that last year, they was like, well, how long y'all been together? And the women are trying to add up the timeline together. And Carly was like, well, that's interesting because, last year when we was in Houston or whatever, we was flirting on the trip and they show us a little flashback to
holding hands
and everything they was doing on the trip. And then it's not really clear when this happened, but she said either on the trip or sometime after the trip, they like got a hotel room or was in a hotel room together, and Jock was there with his dangling out. And Carla was like, but nothing happened though because I said no.
Right.
So that already put Kendra hot.
Yeah.
She upset.
She's over it.
Yeah, already. And the tea. So then after she made one girl mad, she hop on to Sierra. And she was like, well, I just want to let you know, like about 6 months ago. And
she had the receipts.
Coming with old T though, to Carly, like, that ain't cool. You should have told you, if that was a video, girl, you should have told 6 months ago. But anyway.
So true though.
She telling Sierra that Pooh texted her about some flirting and stuff that was going on with BK when they went on this Cancun trip.
With Melissa.
I guess she said Melissa. I said, wait.
Oh, love it, my kills.
So she was like, they all went on the trip together for Sierra's 29th birthday or whatever, and that's when this flirtation happened with BK. And apparently, Carla said it was Pooh, it was Sierra, it was BK, it was Melissa. I'm like, what? I'm still confused how Melissa got up in there.
God.
We done forgot about Melissa. Don't bring her back. We don't need her.
Good.
And so, of course, this got Sierra mad, baby. She she real
hot.
heated. I mean, she was very heated. She was like, well, I don't, because BK already skating on thin ice already. Right. Sierra really don't really trust the man. So she like, they both hot. So, of course, the women get out the car.
Let's go to BK, man, where he talking about trying to propose. And meanwhile, this they kept going back and
forth. I forgot about that. Thank you. So we in the van and he talking about how much he loves Sierra and how much, he don't
Sierra get hot.
Been through our rough times and our tough times and stuff. I really love this girl, and I used to be the kind of man that wanted all these girls around and stuff, but I really love being around Sierra, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying to, propose to her. I'm getting the ring. He said he getting the ring made now, y'all. I don't know if I believe that or not. Baby was like, really? You getting a ring made? Well, we'll see what becomes of that.
We'll see.
But BK has professed that he's really serious about Sierra or whatever. And Jock was saying a little bit of the same thing. Like, I'm really serious about Kendra or whatever. Even though everybody's still kind of giving Jock the side. I like, Jock, we ain't heard of this girl. And like, we ain't never heard of her. But, that's beyond the point. Then we pull up to the Why Did I Get Married cabin.
I'm dead.
Don't take me out and look at them cabins and be like, don't it look like what Mike and Sheila and
oh.
Girl, don't it look like where all the drama went down and Why Did I Get Married? It don't look like that cabin. That's what it looked like, y'all. Look straight like that cabin. All the rooms looked just like it. But then they pull up and then everybody goes to their rooms, and that's when, the couple start discussing what's going down. And so first we get Jock and Kendra. They're checking out the room, and Jock is amazed that the bed is on this circle thing. He's like, it look like you rock and stuff.
Right.
So she just laid out. She's like, okay, well, we gotta talk. Like we can go eat right now, and do whatever, hang out with our friends. But later on, you and me, we got issues, and we're gonna have to talk about it.
So true.
Off real.
And that's what they do.
And that's what they do. They do end up talking about it later on. Then everybody sitting down in their rooms. Shekinah and Carla over here fighting about Carla like, well, I need to move to another room because my room ain't got no bathroom in it, and I like to sleep naked.
Right.
And what if I walk around and they're like, girl, you sleeping in other people's beds naked? That's disgusting, Carly. This is not your house. But anyway, we started going on and they started playing, not a game, but Kirk and Rasheeda just want everybody to build, and they're trying to do all these relationship games. And I'm like, y'all, the last two that should be trying to be playing marriage boot camp, but alright.
Before they even got started for us, Sierra was like, BK, we need to go to the kitchen and talk.
Right. Like, try to have this private conversation.
Yeah,
but it's all in the open. It's not like the kitchen is no enclosed space. It's an open area.
Everybody conversation, everybody was listening in on. I love it.
Bambi turning around looking like... Baby trying to break about the break her neck, trying to listen.
Carly Red got involved. Just apologize.
Right, she yelling. So Sierra's like, I heard this about you and Pooh. What's going on? And he was like, yeah, like BK was like, there was a little of me and Pooh was talking, but like it wasn't like that. You know, she was asking me, you know, what I do for my girl and what things I do to make my girl happy. Like, that was about it. Like, me and Pooh didn't talk about nothing else on the trip. Like, that was it. And he's like, and I didn't bring it up to Sierra because I knew she was going to act like this and turn up. And, of course, Sierra was like, well, you should have been telling me you lying. And she was like, she throwing cups. Yeah. Then we got the security swarming in. Then she going to bring over Carla. Like, Carla, ain't that what you said what happened? And she like, yeah, Pooh did text me about that or whatever.
6 months ago.
And BK like, I don't understand why Sierra is letting other people get her mad and messing up our relationship. So he's basically, you know, I don't understand why she's listening to these outside influences and affecting our relationship. And they yelling and they say, you know, Carly just starts screaming, just apologize. And it's like, girl, turn that down. Like, first of all, this ain't even your man. You say that yelling for Mo. All right? Don't be worried about what Sierra and do. She just asked you to come in and confirm what you said, and that's all we needed you for. Don't be doing all these yapping. And so everybody's like, the security break BK and Sierra apart, and everybody take a breather.
BK ends up sleeping on the couch.
Mm-hmm. They end up sleeping on the couch. And then after this part, Carla decides, you know, she's trying to learn how to be a sex therapist. And she's like, this is the perfect time to, you know, introduce everybody to these sex toys. And so she's like, I'm trying to do a class. And she was like, Bambi, you know, since you just said about low-key shade, she told this girl she needed Kegels.
That was
That's low-key shade. We saw what you was doing there, Carly. That was shade. And she told she needed Kegels. She told somebody else. Then she told Jock. Then she was like, Jockey, and you need this. You might need a pump. You know, I know how you like the... And then she was that's too she was like, that's too close for comfort. And at this moment, Kendra was like, no, this is me. Me and my man need to rise up and exit on out the room.
I love it.
So there we go to Jock and Kendra in the room. And she's like, well, Carly told me that you had your stuff out, and I just don't appreciate that. I feel like you don't appreciate me, and I just don't understand.
Do you believe that happened? Because it seems like it's like questioned on the next episode. I didn't know that people didn't believe it, but now it's kind of like, did it happen? Did it not?
I don't know. It's like with Carla, it's just like, you just never know. Because we do know that Carla is still a little messy.
Yeah!
And like I said,
we talked a few episodes ago that she kind of was changing, but I'm starting to see it come back now.
I feel like right now, Carla always is coming up because
back.
She's upset. Things are not going good in her relationship. She's very hormonal. Let's mind you, she's still going through in her body the miscarriage. So I feel like it's a lot of that going on, and she just doesn't want the spotlight on her, and I feel like she's just saying things to deflect. I don't know. Jock said it's not true because when him and Kendra got together, started being really serious, he wanted to prove to his woman that he loved her and that this thing belonged to her. And so he has Kendra's name tattooed
I don't believe that.
On his member.
I don't believe that.
I don't really believe it.
Because Kendra didn't even confirm it.
Yeah, she didn't even say
she didn't even speak on it.
Yeah, she didn't even say all that. So he was like, well, Carla, if she said she saw your name on there, then it would be, you know, some confirmation. But he was like, no, that didn't happen or whatever. And
however, he really smoothed things over with her. By the time they left the room, they were good.
They had smoothed everything over, child. And then we go to the next morning, and BK done slept on the couch, and Sierra slept in the room, and Kirk and Rasheeda like, how everybody slept? Sierra like, I slept fine. I slept good. BK slept on the couch, and everybody, you know, Shekinah and them making breakfast and everything, or making breakfast. And then Rasheeda's like, okay, well, we gonna play this game where you have to say something positive about your spouse, one thing that you like about your spouse, and then one thing that you don't like about your spouse. And Rasheeda tells Kirk that she likes, I can't remember what she said.
Nah, the TV went out.
Oh, did it? Oh, yeah. AT&T get together. I thought we missed what Kirk said to Rasheeda.
Oh, word. Oh, no, it was one of them.
Because I remember we missed what Kirk said to Rasheeda, but Rasheeda had said that she likes, I think, like, he's a good father.
Yeah, that he's, like, stood with her, firm, a good partner.
He's a good partner.
And then the second one,
the second one was, like,
what he been doing?
She was like, yeah, all this stuff you've been doing, and decide you don't need to do that no more, or you'll no longer cease to exist, is what she told
She say that
her.
all the time, though.
But she said that the last 2 times, so do believe her. So then we go on to Scrappy and Bambi. This was like kind of cute. You know, Scrappy and Bambi, they was like trying to have fake relationship problems, child. And Scrappy was like, you know, I love that you're an excellent mom. Like, you do so good naturally with the baby. But what I don't like is that you don't give me enough appreciation. Like, you need to be more grateful, is what he said. And Bambi was like a little pushback by it, but she ain't pipe up.
Yeah, she just passed out about it.
She's like, okay, well, maybe I haven't. And sometimes in relationships that happens. Sometimes, especially, I'm pretty sure everything going on with the baby, you know, sometimes you have to remember to show that appreciation, that love for your man. And, you know, Bambi was like, well, I think that you're a wonderful father. You do so great with Breland. But what I don't like is that you be in the bed. You be in your hot wings and stuff in the bed.
That was cute.
And I don't like that. Then we get to Sierra and BK. And Sierra like, okay, well, what you got to say, BK?
It was funny.
What you got to say, BK? And he was like, well, I love how Sierra loves my kids like they're hers. And I'm like, y'all doing that already? Anyway, but he's like, I love how you love my kids like they're yours, and you're just so strong with them, and you're really like basically like, you know, really positive around my kids. I can't, what he say he didn't like?
Sleeping on the couch.
Oh, yeah, he's like, he don't like sleeping on the couch. He doesn't like when she gets mad at him and spazzes out or whatever. Right. And then Sierra was like, what she loved about BK was that he is, I think, very good with his kids or something like that.
Nah, she was going through a low time, and he just called her beautiful when she
Sierra, sorry, y'all. Sierra brought the realness. You know, Sierra, when she do cry, at least I feel like it's genuine. She was saying how when she met, because she was in a very low point of her life, and she really, you know, didn't have no confidence in herself, but when he, you know, was around, you know, she said he just brought like this light, this energy to her, and he would tell her that she was beautiful all the time, every day, that she was gorgeous, you know, and that, you know, he would have built her up. But what she doesn't like is when he doesn't be upfront with her about stuff, and he don't tell her stuff like from the rip. Like, she don't appreciate that.
Messes up the trust.
Yeah, it messes up the trust. And so then after that, we go to Bambi pulling Kendra outside. And she's like, you know, I know Jock is family, but I know how he can be. And so let me just check in with Kendra to see if everything is okay. And so Bambi, you know, goes out there to Kendra. She's like, you know, I'm just trying to check on you, see, you know, what's going on. And because, you know, how everything you seen last night, and, you know, she let her know, Kendra let Bambi know what went on, and she was like, yeah, but, you know, he say that I don't have anything to worry about or whatever, and because Bambi was like, I'm just going to be real with you, sis, like, we, you know, they cousins, and we ain't heard nothing from you, and even to me, the timeline seemed a little dicey.
Right.
It don't really seem like it's really adding up. And Kendra was like, yeah, you know, we smoothed things over last night, but it's still something in the back of my mind, and I am going to bring it back up again, because basically Kendra was like, okay, well, now I'm hearing it from the ex-girl. She said, this is why I wanted to be around. What's Jason's, or she just kept saying his real name the whole time, and it kept cracking me up.
I know, right?
Josian, and she was like, that's why I want to be around them, because now I'm hearing it from his ex. Now I'm hearing it from basically his cousin-in-law. I just keep seeing this story from all angles. that I didn't have before. So now Kendra's kind of like observing, taking this stuff in. She's like, we're going to finish out the rest of our time. I'm not going to bring it back up again. But once we get back home and I assess everything, we definitely going to come back to this conversation. And so then we get to the night comes, and guess who just shows up on the door? Mr. Arkansas Mo. He said he got one more baggage to give Carly Red, and he give her a Louis bag. Louis Gucci Prada. Pop
you can't just buy Carly.
Right, and Carly was not having it. She was like, well, the Louis not going to fix everything. And Carly is still on this trip. Like, she tripping on me. And like I said, Carly is just taking her past stuff and is projecting it on the Mo. Because next thing you know, she's like, well, you can go be with your girls and your O's and all this type of stuff. And he was like, Carly, I don't have it. I haven't cheated on you. Like, I haven't done any of this stuff that you're talking about with no other women. Like, I haven't been talking to other women since I've been with you. Like, I'm being honest. He's like, I'm telling you, this girl, like, she got pregnant way before you, and Carly just cannot accept the fact that, like, this happened before she came along. And she was like, well, even if it happened before I came along, you still should have told me or whatever. He was like, well, I just didn't want to come to you until I had the whole thing together. Like, I didn't want to come to you, step with you with this, and be halfway. And because I know you're going to have all these questions, I'm trying to make sure I'm the most prepared that I can be to get to you. And Carla's still on this, you know how she do, this hard out of shell. No, I don't need you. You don't forget you. Leave. Stop following me. Now you hanging around my friends. Stop being a stalker. Now you following me here. Leave. You need to leave. And Mo, he's like, you know what? I'm trying here. And he walks off. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave her alone. He walks off. And so after that, Carly goes into her room. They say she pouting after that. And Rasheeda feel like this is the time for all the couples to bring their grievances to the table. And this is supposed to be some type, I guess, of getting everything out in the open, child. Like I said, I don't know why Kirk and Rasheeda playing Mr. and Mrs. Couples Therapy over here. But anyway, so she starts talking, and like, me and Kirk had to grow together. Like, we just didn't end up here, and because there has been mistrust and dishonesty on both sides. Right. And there has been infidelities on both sides. And Scrappy's face was hilarious with all this. He was like, him and Shekinah had me rolling.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because Scrappy like,
right.
He looking shocked, child.
Shook.
Talking about some, I know we all human. Just hearing that Rasheeda cheated on Kirk, it's like hearing God got beat up. I said, hold on, what? Rasheeda is here. The Lord is up here. Like, no comparison. That's just like when he compared it to JC and Beyonce. I said, Scrap, I don't know where you
Whoa.
what pedestal you got Rasheeda and Kirk on, but maybe they need to be knocked down a couple of notches. Because, no, I don't know where he got them at, but he need Lori.
No,
and he was shocked to hear that, but she was like, even though mine happened a long time ago, Kurt still had to forgive me for that, and I still had to forgive him in turn. And, we have to forgive each other for what we both did in our marriage and our relationship, and we have to grow from that point. So then this lets Miss Sierra bring up her past. And she's like, well, that's what I have trouble with, is forgiving with BK. But you're right, Rasheeda, I haven't been perfect in my relationship either. And she's like,
shake my head.
And then that's when Scrappy and everybody's like, they looking shook, child.
Because it's kind of like you give BK this whole entire, guilt trip and all this, and...
But we don't know, this probably happened after the first time BK, was doing whatever he was doing with old girl. And so, so she brings up, she's like, you remember back when you found that man's DMs in my phone? And I had told you, it was nothing it was worried about. She was like, well, to be honest, what really happened, I did meet up with him a couple of times, and some things did go down. And BK just pulled his hoodie over his head.
It looked like he was crying.
I don't know if he was crying, child. Maybe he was. We don't know. We didn't hear no audio. We didn't hear no sniffling. And she was like, so I'm sorry. And I do apologize for, like, keeping this from you and not being upfront about it. But, you know what I'm saying? BK really didn't turn up. Like, he really didn't react like...
It looked like he reacted like he was hurt.
And he did react like he was hurt.
What
he did. But, like, I just thought... I thought he didn't turn up. Like, it hit him. I like you say, it hit him, like, more like hurt. Like, he was, like, hurt and, like,
as it should.
But, like, I thought he was going to be like, what, Sierra? I can't believe you. No. And he didn't really do that.
That's not how he was feeling.
I didn't want him to do that. I was just saying, I was the reaction that, we had gotten.
And I think it just shows as well, it's kind of like with the females, and not saying that there's a wrong or right with this, but it's kind of like, Sierra, I wonder if her turn-up reactions are from guilt, too. It's kind of like, oh, no, I can't say, but it's kind of like, you've been holding this while earlier in the episode you was going in, and it's kind of like, was it guilt, too? Like, I don't know. It was just a shocker. It was just a shocker.
Yeah, it was. And then right after we got that tea, that's when they cut us off.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
They cut us off, and it was like,
that was it.
You gonna have to find out the rest next time. Next week. So we was just like, oh, wow. So they really thought, we thought we was gonna get the main tea during this part, but they really didn't happen like we thought. And apparently most stuff gonna go down next week. And Carly and Pooh finally meet up again.
Finally. It's been a minute.
They meet up again. Then we got Tokyo, Akbar, and Spice.
That's gonna be major.
Hooking.
Gonna be major.
What else is going on this week? I can't even remember.
We got Bambi and Erica.
Oh, yeah. Bambi and Erica apparently, I guess, haven't been communicating with her. I don't know.
So we're gonna get into
Mama
that.
D went over there to talk to Erica, and next thing you know, she come back to Scrap and Bambi and child. We don't really know. We finna find out what's going on with that tea. But that was the end of this week's episode, y'all. So like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? It's been real. Peace out.